Hi, I'm Ariana. Nice to meet both of you.
Hi.
So, how was it like to audition for the show and essentially also auditioning with the group? I read that you had to sing, dance, and act. What song did you audition with?
Yeah. So we got our scenes. I had I think two scenes, maybe three, two or three scenes. And then I had to also sing a song. My initial song was I'm Going Down, the Mary J. Blige version. And then I did a dance to What About Your Friends by TLC, just to kind of like put them in that 90s kind of space already. And then for my callback, I sang At Your Best, You Are Love, the Aliyah version. And I think that's it.
That's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
um, what
Yeah.
what about you, Aliyah?
Yes. So, well, I remember for my dance, I did Diva by Beyonce because I just thought that was so I was like, this is what we're doing. I love this song. For my song, I'm really trying to remember. I know I sang Alicia Keys for one of my songs, and then there was another one. I have to go back in my files and look at it. It was a couple years ago now. So, but
Wow.
Yeah, they were pretty specific with me. I remember them saying, think
um,
Brandy, think Monica, think 90s girl next door. So I was already kind of confined.
Yeah. Speaking of, they even talk about in the show the different personality traits that they needed for the group, the girl next door, the diva, and the tomboy. For you personally, which one do you think you would be in the group? Not your character.
the diva, the diva. Yeah.
I'm too cool and too chill to be a diva, to be honest, but I'm definitely not a girl next door. I don't know. Maybe I have elements of all three of them in me, to be honest with you. There's not one specific girl where I'm like, oh, that's me, you know?
Yes. Yeah. What has it been like to see the reaction on social media? Like, you guys did film this like over a year ago at this point, or do you kind of try to keep it separate as an actor?
I mean, the reactions that I've gotten are probably far different from the ones you've gotten. Liv, everybody loves Liv and her character. Um, People ride at dawn for Jukebox. So the fact that Krystal is messing with Jukebox, there's a lot of hate towards that. But surprisingly, there's also been a lot of support. So I get a mix of both, to be honest with you, in terms of the reactions. It goes back and forth, but it's intense.
Yeah. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of love. The messages are interesting. Surprisingly though, I have been threatened.
What?
Yeah, I've gotten some ones, but like you just said, they ride at dawn for Jukebox. It's been kind of like you better protect my girl or
Yeah.
else kind of thing. I've gotten quite a few of those. So
Yeah, don't hurt this fictional character in 1993.
it's definitely more response than I expected on social media. I
Yeah,
mean, I knew that there would be some, but it's been like every day it's a lot.
yeah.
You
It's
know?
also funny to hear the fan theories because I've heard a theory that people are like, is Krystal Sean's mom? And like, I'm doing the math in my head, and I'm like, possibly, but I really don't see Krystal being on that bed without a bed frame for a while. I don't see this long term.
I'm
I,
surprised you got down on that at all.
I feel the
I
same way.
said,
That was so funny.
oh,
That room is messed up. It's a mess in there.
Do
yeah, the
you
theories
think
go crazy.
Yeah. Do you think Krystal is only interested in Kanan just because she's dramatic, or do you think she actually likes Kanan?
You know, that's the question, and that's what I had to make that decision. Is she interested? Is she trying to screw over Jukebox? Like, what is this? Is she trying to be Mrs. Young Man? I don't know, but I think in the beginning, even if it starts out that way, I think feelings develop. I think that there's something real there. I would say so.
Yeah. Speaking of feelings, does Aisha have feelings for Jukebox? Like, I know you can't tell me, but sometimes I'm like, maybe this girl is just literally your friend and she has shown interest in you. And I feel like, as we see with Jukebox, a lot of people, like even her own family, don't really show interest in her. They think that she can take care of herself, so they don't really ask her even like about her day or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you might have to wait and see. But Iesha really cares for Jukebox, and they definitely do have a strong relationship. You know, dot dot dot. Who knows what that is? But regardless, I think they're both of them for both of them, it's kind of like what you said. People aren't really checking in on her the way that they should be. So I think that's special about the relationship is that Iesha is one of the few people in the world that really does clock Juke and say, okay, like what's really going on with you. So if anything, you know, she's a support system and there's real love there.
Yeah. What was it like to do the Butta performance at the mall and even record that song? Because it wasn't like, oh, here's like this 2-second clip. Like it's a full out song, dance choreography. What was that like?
But what y'all don't know is that for all three of those songs, had the entire number choreographed, right? So like earlier when you see us in the studio with the gentleman that we met with, like I think maybe around like what was that, maybe 3:05 or something like that, 3:06 maybe. They were like just bits and pieces of what we had done, but the mall performance that I had been looking forward to that, especially with my background of singing and dancing and just performing in front of a live audience. That was a really special episode because not only is the world watching us via camera, we also have an audience who are watching us do our thing for real. So it was like kind of double the adrenaline rush, at least for me, you know, personally speaking. And I remember that day being a 17-hour day from like pickup until us like literally leaving the parking lot. And it's just, TV is just so interesting how it ends up being just a 3-minute moment in 17 hours. It's still crazy how that works to me, but it was definitely one of my favorite episodes to film for sure.
Yeah. Aliyah, what was it like for you?
It was a long day. Long.
Not the quiver in your voice.
It was a dream come true because I remember thinking, okay, this is hour 16. Everyone was delusional, but I was like, nothing else I'd rather be doing than this right now with you guys. Like, we were delusional. We were losing it a little bit, but
and then the music.
Yeah, it was so fun. And for me, I haven't been on stage performing since before COVID. So it was so special to be doing choreography again in front of a live audience. I really enjoyed myself that day. It was fun.
Yeah. How have you three, Hailey's not here, but how have you bonded as kind of a girl group and just these beautiful Black women creating art?
Oh, we bonded. We spent a lot of time on set and off set with each other while we were filming season 3. And I've accumulated some really good memories with these girls on camera and off. So
Hailey, who plays Jukebox, is really into like not party throwing, but like we had Halloween. Like we did a lot together. One thing we did a lot was sing karaoke together after hours. That was like on break in between rehearsals on a Saturday, and be like, let's go to the karaoke bar real quick.
Sing some more because we didn't do that enough this week.
What are each of your go-to karaoke songs?
Lady Marmalade.
I was gonna say, I feel like every single time we are together at that karaoke bar, we always sing Lady Marmalade because there's so many parts. Everybody gets to like have their moment. Yeah. That's like the go-to, I would say, for the three of us. Like at some point in the night, we're doing that song.
What part do each of you usually sing?
We just everyone has a mic and a drink and everyone's just kind of going for it. Like, no.
Truly, it changes. It's just, all right, you take this one. We don't, we have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun together.
If Bada, maybe it would still exist, Jukebox wouldn't be in it, but what do you think Butta would be doing present day? Do you think they would have a reality TV show, a reunion tour? Would they be at Lovers and Friends Festival? Do you think they would still be together?
Oh, we would definitely be at Lovers and Friends. I feel like we will be on this search, like, you know, those shows, like kind of like how TLC did, where they were like trying to assemble a group. I feel like we will be looking for the new girls, you know, because right now the R&B game is a little questionable, you know what I mean, in some ways. So I feel like we will be like, okay, you know, we are legends. Let's find the new girls that we can nurture and, you know, have them live out our legacy. Yeah.
And if Butta had a feature in the 90s, which 90s rapper would you want Butta to have a song with?
It'd be like Mace. I think like somebody that made songs that would make the people move, make us want to dance. You know what I mean? For me. Because you'd have to choose a New York rapper. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, we would, because Butta, we're in New York, right? So it got to be somebody from New York. Mace Harlem World, I feel like.
Oh, I could see that.
I'm gonna co-sign. I'm just gonna co-sign. Go with that.
And for you personally, if you were in a 90s girl group, which girl group would you want to be in?
I think it would be TLC for me.
TLC, yeah. Plus a little bit of like Aliyah, if that were a thing.
Yeah.
Ironically, with your name. Are you named after Aliyah? Or was that just
Aliyah? Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's why I always say, like, she's my favorite, you know, R&B back in the day artist.
Ooh, what's your favorite Aliyah song for both of you?
Ooh, that is a difficult question, because the way I loved that self-titled album as a child, I love More Than a Woman. Honestly, if you put that on, I'm
so underrated.
Where's my bandana? Like, where's, you know, we gotta do the choreography right now.
That's a good question. I have to think on that.
Well, you will let us know. But thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. Congrats on this season. I hope to see you next season. I guess I'll find out on Friday, but thank you so much. And I can't wait to talk to you about future projects.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.